and we jump into the second game, we see that the map is merry-go-round, and Reynor in the blue has spawned in the bottom location. His opponent, Nette, again wearing the yellow colors, spawning in the top, playing Terran pieces. I wonder how is the game going to shape up on this map? Mostly because the bases are a little closer, but it's a little bit easier to drop them. And the map is really short, making aggressive moves and aggressive pushes from the Terran player more dangerous than on King Sejong's station. Especially the infantry pushes, because they're so fast. I mean, stimmed marines or boosted medevacs are one of the fastest, if not the fastest units in the game, if you don't count the speedlings. So far, a pretty generic opening from the Terran player and from the Zerg player as well. Going to get that hatchery down on 15 quite nicely. Is he going to follow up with the gas as he did before, or is he going to change up his plans and go for a spawning pool and try to go with a very standard 4-queen opening? It does look like it. So far, no gas going up. He may still do it, mind you, but I think this is just going to be 4 queens, just because you need to get the creep to the third base as soon as possible. And 2 additional queens make you safe versus Reapers. Hellions, they do spread that creep awfully fast. So this is what I'm thinking. But no, he does take a gas, albeit a little bit later. Just not wanting to rush it. And Nette is now going to know where his opponent has spawned by the process of elimination. Sends out the Reaper in the correct direction, and my voice is gone. Excuse me for a bit. What happens to you when you don't cast for like 6 to 8 weeks and then you shout 2 evenings in a row? On top of that, you have a job as a teacher, so you're pretty much talking the majority of the day. So I apologize for my raspy voice. It can't be pleasurable to listen to right now, but I should be better for the next cast. So far, only 1 kill on that Reaper, and that was a Zergling, not a drone. So Reynor defending very well. He should stay on creep with those lings, however. And this time around, he did not pull all drones off gas, so he's not going to risk a quick third base and slower layer just because of the threat of Banshees. There's the factory. We'll see the switcheroo right now, and oh, a quick starport. Alright, it's on. Are we going to see a maybe a Hellion drop with Marines? Maybe some kind of elevator play. We might even see Cloaked Banshees if a second gas gets taken. Let's see. Nevertheless, it's definitely a 1-1-1 sort of opening with an expansion. It's probably going to be just medevacs. No, it's a Hellbat build. There's a factory going down, and we should see only Hellions being produced with Hellbats. This build works very well versus Speedling openers. Again, Reynor with a similar move to the last game, where he tries to take advantage of there being only 2 Hellions early on, but Nette not going to be caught off guard by this tactic the second time in a row. He does get the Zerg player does get a third base down, but with that armory finishing up. the Hellions have Halbat transformation unlocked. So, you know, if they position themselves well, the Zerglings will not be able to kill them, even if they do surround. Nice move here by Reynor, catching actually Nette off guard, but at the cost of his defense. There's nothing at home to defend versus this force. And the medevacs will be joining that as well. They will be able to both heal the Marines and the Hellbats, as all of those units are biological. So does Nette care about the Zergling run-by at his natural base? No, he does not, as long as he does not let them into the main base. Because, you know, he's doing quite well at the front here. And he will go back for now. But 68 lings. Wow, 68 lings. Man, that's for what? For 8 Hellbats and 3 Marines? I'd say that's a very worthwhile trade. Given the fact that he's behind on SCVs and needs to utilize all the mules he can get his hands on those minerals. A what? Say what again? This is completely crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Double command centers off of this, and does Reynor know? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's going to transition into Cloaked Banshees yet again. 4 frigging command centers are going to be up and running very, very, very shortly. Wow. I don't know about you. I have not seen this yet. I haven't seen this. I have to admit, this is the first for me. Another attack stage at the 3rd base, but this time the Zerg player should be able to defend. And he's of course going to try to run by into the natural base once again. I mean, if he keeps on doing this, that might actually start to take some toll on Nette. Because every time this happens, he is losing SCVs. 17 SCVs have gone down. So Reynor not only buying himself a lot of time, but also making very good use of that time by diminishing the economy of the Terran player and keeping Nette in check. He's playing very well this game. But again, Nette going for that sort of weird biomechanical composition of Hellbats, Thors, Marines, maybe tanks, and Banshees that he did on King Sejong, and he was highly successful with that. And you know, players like Tefel, they might go for Roach Hydra. They always go for Roach Hydra, and I would say that is probably more effective versus this kind of composition and this kind of play than just pure speedling into Muta. But Reynor is so adamant about sticking to the Muta Ling Bling. I don't know about this. I mean, it takes such a long time for that Spire to come out and for those Mutalisks to be on the field. And look at this, we already have Thors in production, so even if the Mutas were to come on the field, they would not be of very much use to Reynor. But so far, he's doing a very good job staying alive. Fighting with the Queens, yes, he is missing a lot of Imjacks, but he's taking out the Banshees. So nice little adjustments that we're seeing here from the Zerg player. Second factory going up, and that means Thor and tank production. 3rd base. 1 more command center here in the main. And 4th coming up for Reynor. This game is a lot more even than on King Sejong's. That much is certain. And there's the Roach Warren. 14 Mutalisks. This could actually work for Reynor, because he didn't suffer any damage at the 3rd base. If Nette was able to hinder his opponent in any way on that front, then yeah, it would have been a lot more difficult. But with the 4th base coming up, Mutalisks already on the field, I mean, as long as he doesn't lose very many of those Mutalisks, he can get decent surrounds, The moment he takes out the Thors, he should be able to take out the Hellbats with the Mutas. So he should, I think he should concentrate in a battle all of his efforts on killing off those Thors. Right now, until that battle happens, he's going to, of course, use the Mutalisks to harass, and surprise, surprise, no missile turrets, no Widow Mines, no nothing, nada, niente, zilche. Missile turrets are going up around the third base, but there's nothing to defend. The natural enemy may go down, immediately target fired by the Mutalisks, and bam! Down it goes. Fortunately, we have another one. This is so funny. I mean, it almost looks like this was his plan all along. But yeah, Reynor playing a very good game right now. Gassing up the third base, still keeping those Mutalisks alive, and Nette will have to defend. He will have to turtle at least for a bit here before he stabilizes. Again, the Mutalisks swoop in. The missile turrets have not gone up yet. And a couple more SCV kills, 25 total. A little bit of a run by at the fourth base, but nothing a couple of roaches could not handle. And how many Mutalisks? 4 Mutalisks have been lost. This is very, very even so far. And yeah, Reynor being a lot more aggressive than before. Hive going up, so he's definitely going to add Vipers into his composition as time goes on. Just tries to go in with the roaches, and at the same time harassing with the Mutas. Nice multi-pronged attacks going on here. And I don't know, Reynor maybe thinking of... Oh my goodness, look at that creep spread. So Gosu. Reynor may be thinking of breaching the natural base. Maybe he wants to just exchange material and trade all of these roaches in a meaningful way. But I don't think this is what you would call meaningful and cost-effective way. In the very least, he will get one tank and a Thor, but yeah, this did not go well. Reynor, of course, remaxing on more roaches. Now this could be his downfall. I'm saying could because I'm not entirely sure if this will work. Sometimes players fall into the trap, I'm just going to overwhelm my opponent with hordes of roaches, and then they keep on doing that for 10 or 15 minutes and end up losing once the upgrades of the Terran mech army are too strong for the roaches to handle. So, well, that's a lot of tanks. But it's true they don't have ground support. Nice arc here for Reynor. SCVs are being pulled to both repair and fight. Banshees overhead are trying to take the roaches down, and I think over time they will, because there is nothing to answer those Banshees. Even Vikings have to land, but crucial thing, Nette is alive. He is alive and kicking. 5th, 6th bases for Reynor, and he's definitely trying to flood his opponent and overwhelm him with sheer numbers at this point. Good thing for him, only one Thor on the field, so he can easily magic box that one, and then he can proceed to take out all the tanks, all the Banshees. Yeah, I think he's getting the upper hand right now with not enough anti-air. As long as he does not clump those mutas up and lose them. Ooh! That was painful. Here come more Zerglings. Mutalisks still staying alive, but they may be overstaying their welcome at this point in time, and Reynor very smartly pulls them back. Nette is still in the game, however. And Reynor, he needs to make sure he can keep the Thor count low. Ideally, at number 0. Oh, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. He's losing too many Mutalisks, but still manages to kill the anti-air fast enough. And if he starts camping the Thor production right now, this could be over. 4 more Mutalisks on the way to reinforce the flock. He's going to camp the Thors as they're coming out of the factories. And they're gonna immediately start going down. He cannot... Oh my goodness, but 3 are about to come out at the same time, potentially. Yeah, at least 2 of those will come out at the same time. Well, okay, only 1 of those. Okay, this could actually work. Take down the Thor, take down another factory, and this game could be in the bag. Just using Mutalisks. Nette just does not have the answer. There's the GG!